Welcome to BCUZ. I'm Justin Sienkiewicz, filling in for Executive Director Tony Lafreniere. We have a fun show planned for you this week. We'll start with Sophie as she chats with staff around the district about upcoming special events and programs. Next, Derek will check in from All-Star Sports at the Sports Center. And finally, we'll conclude today's episode with Dave Brooks as he stops by to give us the latest on what's happening at Spring Valley. Stick around, we'll be right back after these messages.
Sugar Bush Fair, one of Spring Valley's most popular events. Our big late winter spring event, our pancake breakfast. There's lots of folks here. We're going to be busy all morning. Lots of folks coming for the pancakes and to learn about maple syrup. It's a beautiful day. There's lots to see here and there's lots to eat. So let's go take a look and see what's going on out at Sugar Bush Fair.
Hi, I'm Sophie Ali with the Schaumburg Park District here at the CRC and the Waterworks to talk a little bit about the awesome events that we have going on this spring. Let's go talk to some of the rec staff to find out more about all of the events and programs that we have going on. I am here at the Waterworks with Heather Hagstrom, Aquatic Supervisor. Heather, can you tell us a little bit about what we have going on at the Waterworks this spring?
Sure. So we actually have our spring break hours that start March 26th and go through the 30th. Hours for open swim are 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. Is something important for people to note on Thursday. Hours are a little bit reduced. They're only from 12 to 5 because we have the Underwater Extravaganza, which is a really cool aquatic special event that you'll be hearing about later.
Excellent. And apart from spring break happening, is there anything else with the Waterworks and pools upcoming?
Pool passes go on sale April 1st. It's the cheapest you can get your pass, the best rate for residents of Schaumburg. So that's the early bird rates, start April 1st and go through the end of April. And the first 200 people that buy a pool pass will get a special gift this year.
Awesome. And can you tell us what the Waterworks, what makes it so unique compared to the other pools that are in the area?
Okay, so first of all, it's indoor, which is great. So people can swim year-round at the Waterworks, and there's really something for everybody. So we have a diving well with a drop slide for the older kids, and then we have some of the little catch slides, the body slides over here. And right behind us, we have the leisure pool, which is great for families, kids of all ages. Parents can supervise their kids while they're in a zero-depth entry in a much more shallow pool.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Okay, we just spoke with Heather, and now I'm here with Kathleen. Kathleen, can you tell me a little bit about the upcoming spring events that we have going on at the Park District?
Yes, we have a lot of spring events coming up. The first one is coming up in a couple weeks on March 24th. That's our Bunny Bash, huge event over at the CRC. Tons going on. We've got a petting zoo, a pony wheel. We've got egg hunts. Those are going to actually be kind of new this year, so check them out because they'll be totally new, awesome, new experience. We also have inflatables, games, crafts, food to purchase. There's just so much going on. It's a great event. And then after that, a couple days later, we have our family egg decorating night, which this year will be held at Pat Shepard. And that'll be at the Pat Shepard Center at night. And you just bring your family, you bring your hard-boiled eggs, and we'll give you all the supplies to decorate them. So just in time for Easter, so those eggs will be ready for the bunny when he comes in a couple days after that. And then we've got just 2 days after that is the day after that, is the Underwater Extravaganza. That's an awesome event at Waterworks where we put literally about 3,000 eggs into the pool, and kids can take as many eggs as they want. They bring them back to us, and then we give them a goodie bag in exchange. So that's an awesome event to celebrate Easter as well. And then looking further into the spring, we've got 2 other big events, and the awesome thing about these events are those 2 that I'm going to talk about are free. So that is super exciting. We've got our multicultural event, which we hold in conjunction with District 54, and it's at the CRC. That will be coming up in April. And then that event celebrates all cultures a variety of different cultures, and there's music, dancing, games, crafts. It's just a super fun event at the CRC in April. And then finally in May, to kind of wrap up our spring season, is the Farad Bike Tour. And this year, we actually have a brand new route, super exciting. It's going to start and end at the exact same place at the Municipal Center. So you can just come there, you can bring your bikes, and then you go on this amazing 5-mile bike ride. You come back, and we have an awesome lunch, and that event as well is free. So be on the lookout for that. That's in May, and yeah, those are a bunch of our upcoming events.
That is great. Sounds like we have a ton going on, which is awesome. And these events are kind of for kids of all ages as well. Is that correct?
Yes. Actually, all the events are great for kids, and moms and dads should be coming to them too. It's so great to spend time with your child and getting to experience something new and see everything through their child's eyes as well. So yes, absolutely. Parents, kids, and adults. Come.
I love it. And will you be participating in the bike ride, that 5 miles?
Oh, well, actually, I'm not a bike rider, but I'm a runner. And so maybe I'll run. I don't know. But it is a great route. Everybody really enjoys it. You know, you can bring the little kids on that one. You can bring the older kids. We just ask if you bring little kids with, training wheels or anything, just stay in the back because we don't want those older, faster riders to get ahead of you. So.
That makes sense. And what one is your favorite event? I know you've been doing this for quite a few years. So what's your favorite?
I think out of those events that I just mentioned, probably the Bunny Bash, just simply because there's so much going on. There's something for everybody there. You might have to stand in a little bit of a line for something, but it's totally worth it. There's so much happening in that event. It's a 3-hour event on the 24th. It's so much fun. It's definitely my favorite because we have so much happening at that event.
That sounds like a great time. And it seems like because these are such fun, popular events that people should probably register pretty early, I'm assuming. Can you tell us a little bit about the registration process and when people should be doing that?
Yes, registration for all of our events in advance is super, super important. I can't emphasize that enough. We need to know numbers ahead of time for ordering different supplies and purchasing, different crafts and all sorts of stuff. So for most of our events, you can register online at parkfund.com. Actually, all of those events that I just mentioned, you can register at parkfund.com. If you register for the Bunny Bash, for example, by doing that in advance, you actually save a couple of dollars that way. So you need to register the day before that event by the absolute latest, and then you can come the day of if you want to and register, but it's a little bit of a higher fee. So all of our events, we highly encourage you to register early. It just helps us in advance with getting everything ready. I will mention though, Sophie, that the Underwater Extravaganza is a super, super popular event. That event sells out every single year. So if you definitely want to go to that, you need to register for that one early. I can almost guarantee that that one will be sold out at least a couple days in advance. So make sure you register for that one early.
All right, I'll be sure to do that as soon as we get done with this.
Yes,
I'm going to go to my computer and register for that event.
Yes.
And then where can people find out more information, just the details and timing and everything? Where do they go for that?
Yes, all of the information about all of our events is in our spring brochure, but also it is on our website at parkfund.com, so you can check that out there too.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Kathleen.
Thank you so much, Sophie.
It sounds like we have a lot of really great activities and events going on this spring. To find out more information, you can go to parkfund.com, and you can also check out all the information in our spring program guide.
Swing into spring with all the best bunny events at the Schaumburg Park District. Bring the whole crew and a dozen hard-boiled eggs for family egg decorating night. While the eggs dry, enjoy a flashlight egg hunt. Come join us and don't forget your eggs and flashlight. Next, head to our annual Bunny Bash at the Community Rec Center. We'll have more egg hunts, games, crafts, train rides, pony rides, a petting zoo, and you can get your picture taken with Bunny too. Then join Bunny for a swim at the waterworks. We'll have pool egg hunts, entertainment, and games and prizes. Children must be accompanied by an adult at all times. Egg hunts will be scheduled per age group throughout the evening. Don't forget a bathing suit and a basket to collect eggs. For more information, go to parkfund.com. The Schaumburg Park District. Our bunny events are the best.
Hello, this is Derek Dvorak reporting from the Schaumburg Sports Center. I'm the assistant manager here, and in the background you'll see some All-Star Sports basketball class going on. And this class we offer it year-round, and we do a lot of different sports with All-Star Sports. So we're looking forward to showing you some footage today and interviewing some participants. And I have one of our All-Star Sports basketball participants, Hirsch, with me here. Hirsch, can you tell me how old you are?
7.
All right. And what is your favorite thing about the basketball class?
You get to play at the end.
Very good. And what is your favorite sport?
Basketball.
All right. That makes a lot of sense. All right, Hirsch, go ahead and wave to the camera for me, okay? All right. Can you tell me your name?
Joshua.
Hi, Joshua. How old are you?
7.
Okay, and what is your favorite sport?
Basketball.
Okay, and what's your favorite thing about the class that you're taking?
We get to run and dribble.
All right. Do you play in a basketball league too?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Josh. Have fun today, okay? Okay, what's your name, buddy?
Anthony.
Okay, and how old are you?
8.
Okay, and what is your favorite sport?
Hockey. Hockey.
Hockey, okay. And do you like basketball too?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite thing about the basketball class that you're taking?
The games that we play.
All right, can you go ahead and wave to the camera for me? All right, thank you very much.
Take a step, spring it up. Let them pass it back to you. Have your hands out, ready for a catch. Okay? All right, let's do it.
All right, we have Sammy here. Sammy, can you tell me how old you are?
7.5.
7.5, all right. And what is your favorite basketball team?
All of them.
All of them, okay. And what's your favorite sport?
Soccer. I'm joking. It's actually basketball.
Ah, she tricked me there. And can you tell me one thing that you learned in the basketball class?
A lot of things.
Okay, what's one thing you learned? Did you learn how to dribble? Maybe. Can you show me how to dribble? All right, very good, Sammy. Okay, I'm here with another participant in the All-Star Sports basketball class, Logan. Hey, Logan, how old are you?
8 years old.
Okay, and what is your favorite sport?
Basketball.
Okay, and can you tell me something you've learned in this class so far?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been here.
Really? So this is your first time attending the class?
No, it's been a long time since I've been here.
Oh.
It was a week earlier, so I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, that's a long week. Sometimes you forget some of the stuff you learn. Can you show me one basketball skill that you know? Ooh, look at those dribbling skills. All right. Okay, I'm here with Rohan and Matthew. Rohan, can you tell me how old you are?
8.
Okay, Matthew, how old are you?
7.
Okay, so we've got 2 more basketball all-stars here. Matthew, can you tell me one skill that you've learned in the basketball class? Oh, he's going to show me instead. Look at that dribbling. Very good. Rohan, have you learned something besides dribbling in the basketball class?
No.
No, just dribbling so far? Why don't you show me your best dribbling? All right. Very good. All right, I'm here with Coach Paul from All-Star Sports and one of the class participants, Anthony. Anthony, can you tell me how old you are?
8 years old.
All right, very good. Coach Paul, how long have you been coaching basketball for?
I've been doing this for a few years now, like 4 years. Something I love doing, absolutely love doing.
Great. Can you tell me a couple of the things that you work on in this class with the kids?
Yeah, definitely. So it's real basketball, so we definitely do all the different skills. We're shooting, we're dribbling, all different ways we're dribbling, both hands, crossover. We do drills in and out of the cones. We play a bunch of different fun games, and we play real basketball games too. I build them up slowly, and then we start playing real basketball games.
All right, very good, Coach Paul. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
That's it. That it's a blast. The kids come out, they love it, they learn how to play the game, and it's just a great experience for all. Definitely.
Excellent. Yeah, I see a lot of smiles on their faces, so obviously we're doing something right here. All right, thanks for joining us on today's Because segment with the All-Star Sports Basketball. Just a reminder, we run a lot of different sports with All-Star Sports, as well as our own programs and programs with lots of top-notch contract services. So come on out to the Sports Center. We offer lots of different sports classes, gymnastics, all kinds of programs. We've got our summer camps coming up as well, so go ahead and get registered for those, and we hope to see you at the Sports Center. Thank you.
Welcome back to Because. I'm here with Dave Brooks, Manager of Conservation Services at Spring Valley. Dave, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah,
So,
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, springtime is a really particularly busy time over at Spring Valley. So if you could you just give us a rundown of what's going on? What do you got coming up?
Sure. Well, the pace really picks up in terms of programming and events at Spring Valley in spring. So one of our busier seasons. So we kind of kick things off with our annual Sugar Bush Fair, which is one of our larger events of the year. So that's March 17th and 18th. And the big pancake breakfast, that's the big draw. And we teach people about maple syruping. So that's those two weekend days from 9 to noon, both days. And it's just, with almost all of these events, they're walk-in events, so you don't need to pre-register. Sugar Bush Fair, you can actually buy your breakfast tickets ahead of time. And it saves you a little bit of money.
Now, where do people purchase those tickets at?
They would get them at the Nature Center. Yeah, that's actually the only place you can buy them, so that's a good question. Yeah.
You mentioned maple syruping. Now, do you guys actually pool the maple syrup at the Sugar Bush Fair? Is it that time of the year?
Yes, yeah, we actually, weeks prior to the event, we have trees tapped. So we're collecting sap and boiling down for maple syrup. We don't make a large quantity. A lot of people want to know, is this what we're getting with our pancake breakfast? And actually it's not. It is real maple syrup. We just have to purchase it in larger quantities from Wisconsin or Michigan somewhere. So the stuff we make, because we don't make a great deal, it's done for demonstration, not to serve breakfast. So
got it. Okay.
So
what else you got coming up?
So then, once we get into April, our first event of that month would be our sunset fire and picnic on the prairie. I always have
it's a mouthful.
Yeah, I always have to figure out the order because we have so many. We have lots of campfire programs, but the sunset fire and picnic on the prairie has proven to be a very popular event because the focus is on our prairie burns. Something that staff and volunteers do every year to help manage our natural areas, and this is done as an event. So on Saturday, April 7th from 6 to 8:30, folks can come out and they can enjoy a picnic in back of the Nature Center. They can either purchase food that we have there, they can bring their own, pack their own picnic supper. We'll have picnic tables, they can bring lawn chairs. We will present a short program on fire and why it's a valuable tool in managing our natural areas, and then also how it's done safely. Our conservation staff will explain all that. And then we actually take folks out and we will ignite a portion of the prairie just as it's getting a little dark, and they get to watch that. And it's always a big hit. People just love it. It's like I compare it to the fireworks show for 4th of July, only it's even cooler, I think.
So what happens if there's inclement weather with those prairie burns? You guys just reschedule them?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. That's the only event that we do reschedule. So that one, as I mentioned, is Saturday, April 7th. But if it's going to rain or be too windy that night, we will try again the following Saturday, which is the 14th.
So you do actually have to pay attention to the wind.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's for safety. And
For safety, yeah. If it's too windy, we can't burn, just for safety reasons.
Okay.
So that, by the way, is also another one that where it does pay to get your tickets ahead of time, because we have a limited amount of space in the backyard of the Nature Center where the picnic is held and the programming. So we limit that to the first 400 people who get tickets. And we will also have tickets available again at the Nature Center to pre-purchase, just to make sure you get your spot if that's something that folks are interested in. So,
okay. Perfect. Then what else is coming up?
And then moving on, actually I think it's almost every weekend in April we have something happening. So April 15th, Sunday, is our Springtime on the Farm, which is kind of like the season opener kickoff for the Heritage Farm. That's more of a seasonal operation for Spring Valley. So they open their gates and their buildings up, the barn and everything, on April 1st. April 15th, that Sunday from noon to 4, is Springtime on the Farm, and that's really a chance for families to come out. There's a ton of stuff for kids to get involved with there. We'll have they can help around the house. They get to help to do laundry the way it was done back then. They will be working in the garden, helping to plant. They can actually walk or watch the horses at work out in the fields, and then they will be able to help plant the oat fields. We'll give the kids all a little pail of oats, and they can just walk around and plant them in the field.
That's fun.
But we also there's games, there's activities, there's food and beverage. There's a ton of stuff for kids to do at that event. So.
And you purchase your tickets at the
that's when you just pay at the gate when you enter, and that's $4 a person or $16 per family.
And parking, I'm assuming, is at the farm, or is
parking will be we're hoping to have people park right across Plum Grove Road from the Heritage Farm. There's a big field there. We'll have it mowed. We'll have people helping to direct traffic, and then we'll have police officers that'll help people get across Plum Grove Road. So.
Okay. Can people get updates on the website?
Yeah, they can get updates. If it's too wet, and we may have an alternate location for parking, but if people are wondering about that.
Okay.
And we do encourage people for these big events to check on parking availability, because obviously the Heritage Farm has a very small parking lot. The Nature Center has a larger lot, but that also tends to get very busy on weekends with families going to Bison's Bluff too. So.
Okay.
So. And then I guess the next thing I'll mention, going on to the following weekend, is Earth Day on April 22nd. So on Sunday, April 22nd, we're going to hold an Earth Day party, which is, again, a family and kid-focused event. We're going to have lots of neat things there for kids to do. They'll be able to work in the garden. They'll be able to plant a little wildflower seedling to take home. They'll be able to build a birdhouse. They'll be able to learn about composting. We're also in the process of building some large cages that are going to be used for rearing monarch butterflies, and those should be installed and ready to use, even though it's a little early for the butterflies on April 22nd. We'll be formally dedicating those at that event.
Great.
So again,
that sounds like
lots
fun.
of things.
Yeah.
And that's a free event too, by the way. So
okay.
So sponsored by the Spring Valley Nature Club. So
perfect. Now you mentioned Bison's Bluff before. Now I know we opened Bison's Bluff last summer, or last spring, as a matter of fact. What's the response been from the public so far?
Oh, it's been huge. Yeah. We were blown away by the response last year. We had to make a few quick adjustments in terms of staffing and parking and a variety of things, just because of the huge response. I mean, it's a great problem to have for a nature center to have too many people showing up. But we are making a few minor changes to help us better maintain the area and make sure that it's, we're providing the best experience for all the people who want to come out and enjoy it. So given that, we are going to be keeping the area closed on Monday mornings until noon. That'll give our staff a chance after a busy weekend to get in there and really spruce things up, clean things up, make sure the sand is off the walks and the tables are wiped down and the garbage is out of there. And then every morning there'll also be, we won't open the gates to the play area until 9 a.m. In the past it's been, people can come there as early as 8 when the ground's open, but we want to give staff time to prep it for each day. And we will have additional staff there on the weekends when it's busiest, both to help with maintenance and also to provide people with other opportunities for things to do. What we found last year was especially parents of smaller kids tended to be, sometimes when it gets really busy, it can be kind of intimidating for those smaller kids, with all these big kids running around. So, those folks would tend to pull back and want to remove their kids from the play area. We're going to provide other things in the backyard of the nature center and on the trails around there, to meet the turtles or to learn about caterpillars or wildflowers or do a little craft activity.
So something for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. We just want to keep folks happy and give them something to do without overwhelming the play area.
Well, like you said, sounds like a great problem to have.
Yes.
Final question, and I'll let you go. One of my family's favorite activities is the wagon rides over at the farm. When do those start back up?
They will start up April 1st, which happens to be a Sunday this year. So noon to 2:30 on every weekend starting April 1st, folks can go for a wagon ride at the farm. So, and that's a first come, first served thing. So, as people show up, they would purchase their tickets in the visitor center at the farm.
Okay.
And then hop on a wagon ride. So.
Can't wait. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Dave.
Sure,
Appreciate you coming in.
Sure, you're welcome.
Stick around. We'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget, take time for fun.